The world's most unpredictable head of state. Has just quaked the entire world. By testing his biggest hydrogen bomb and pushing the world to the brink. As world leaders strike a warning note, what does Kim Jong-Un's newest bomb mean for India and the world?
Welcome back to the newsroom. Barely a couple of days after North Korea tested its 100 kiloton bomb, the world is scrambling for cover. South Korea has carried out a series of military exercises. The United States has hit out at North Korean leader Kim Jong-Un. This test has sent shockwaves not just across Asia but across the world. But in all of this, the big question remains, should India be concerned about this move by North Korea? We think India should be very, very concerned because this will have an impact not just in the Korean Peninsula but across the region. We'll tell you how.
2 days after the world's most unpredictable country tested its most powerful nuclear weapon, the shockwaves continue to rip through the world. As the world bristles over the frightening new escalation, one that holds with it the potential to destroy the earth, should India be worried? The Modi government has said it deplores the North Korean nuclear bomb test, calling it a matter of deep concern that North Korea has violated its international commitments. The Modi government has also made explicit its fears that North Korean nuclear weapons could fall into the wrong hands, especially since the country has a dirty proliferation relationship with Pakistan and China. The latest nuclear test, which involved a detonation of a hydrogen bomb, has marked a dramatic escalation of the Kim Jong-Un regime's standoff with the United States, with President Trump describing North Korea as a rogue nation, and its actions continue to be very hostile and dangerous to the United States. The new bomb is designed to be mounted on its newly developed intercontinental ballistic missile, while observers remain skeptical about whether North Korea is anywhere near readying a full-fledged thermonuclear weapon and being able to deliver it on a long-range missile. The test comes amid heightened regional tension following North Korea's recent test of missiles sporting ranges of at least 10,000 kilometers. That would potentially put such a bomb within easy range of many parts of the US and much of India fully within range. But the question is, will India ever be a true target? And should it be seriously worried? The answer is a resounding yes. For one thing, nuclear war affects all countries on Earth, and India standing in the global order makes it a prime threat to countries like North Korea. Second, North Korea has long been a proliferator of weapons technologies with other serial proliferators, Pakistan and China. Third, with North Korean anger pointed at the United States and its allies, the intensifying relationship between Washington and New Delhi could be seen as a compelling factor for Indian security in the circumstances. Finally, and most disturbingly, there's nothing to assure the world that North Korean weapons won't fall into the hands of Pak-sponsored terrorists. As a madman dictator once again flips a switch that's terrifyingly raised tensions across the world, India waits and watches. Bureau Report, India Today.
So what can this 100 kiloton hydrogen bomb actually do? What's its real potential, and why are the biggest superpowers in the world rallying against North Korea's new bomb? Let's now take a look at its destructive potential, and then you'll know why not just South Korea, not just Japan, but the entire world has a reason to be very concerned.
It's North Korea's biggest threat. A bomb 5 times stronger than the ones dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. North Korea's nuclear test has shaken up the United States and India, making both countries sit up and take note of this massive bomb. The bomb dropped on Nagasaki on August 1945 was 21 kilotons, and it leveled the entire city to the ground, leaving hundreds of thousands dead in its wake. North Korea's bomb is a miniaturized warhead with a nuclear load 5 times that size at over 100 kilotons. With a destructive force strong enough to trigger tremors of 6.3 magnitude on the Richter scale. Some groups have even estimated that this bomb could have a yield of 120 kilotons. North Korea has made its destructive intent clear, using nuclear fusion in their bomb instead of fission, for an increased blast yield and radius. And the most terrifying part, the part that has left India, the United States and South Korea worried. The fact that this 100 kiloton harbinger of death is miniaturized and can be mounted on an intercontinental ballistic missile, which can easily reach many parts of the world. Bureau Report, India Today.
So what will happen if, God forbid, India was the target of a dirty bomb, of a strike of this scale? What if, God forbid, North Korea went ahead with an attack on India? What will the fallout be? How many lives would be lost? How would this terrifying catastrophe play out in India? Take a look at this report. We will once again remind you, our intention is not to cause panic, but only to sensitize you, only to tell you so that you're informed about what the damage of a dirty bomb can be and why the world should come together and ensure nuclear devices are never used in conflict.
If, and I'm saying if a dirty bomb goes off, the psychological, political and economic aftershock would be felt for years. But the immediate damage would be equally terrifying. Terrorists are likely to detonate a dirty bomb or radiological dispersal device at city centers for maximum impact. Let us take the example of the capital city, New Delhi. Now, while the extent of local contamination would depend on a number of factors like the size of the explosive, the amount and type of radioactive material used, and weather conditions, in this scenario that we are looking at a device the size of a small suitcase and calm weather. This is the emotional heart of the city, Rajiv Chowk or Connaught Place. Now here is the Parliament House at a distance of about 2 kilometers. This is the Rashtrapati Bhavan, distance about 2.5 kilometers from Connaught Place. That is the New Delhi railway station, just about a kilometer from the center of CP. And as you can see, all around Connaught Place, there are offices and big buildings and marketplaces where people gather in big numbers through the day. If a dirty bomb went off directly at the center of Connaught Place, almost everyone within the inner circle would die because of the blast. And everyone between the inner circle and the outer circle would in all probability be afflicted with fatal radiation sickness and may die within weeks of the strike. But the radiation effect, the actual total radiation effect, will be felt in a 3-kilometer radius from the blast site. And this entire zone will have to be cordoned off for years with no one allowed to enter it till the area can be scrubbed clean of radioactive waste. Now this would mean that not only these buildings around CP, but the Parliament House, the Rashtrapati Bhavan and the New Delhi railway station would all have to be abandoned. If there is a wind, then the impact will be more in the direction of the wind, in the direction that the wind blows. And if it rains, then the radioactive material will wash out of the air, but would wash into River Yamuna, and the contamination would spread down the river.
He's called Crazy Kim, and he has the control of the world's deadliest bomb in his hand. Now, Kim Jong-Un is famous for executing a minister who fell asleep during his address. His rule is described as the reign of terror in North Korea.
He fires off missiles whenever he gets upset. He executed the country's defense minister because he dozed off during a military ceremony. He fed his own uncle and political mentor to dogs. He wants to wipe the United States of America off from the world map. He threatens the world with a hydrogen bomb. He has banned jeans and body piercings, and men in his country have been ordered to copy his ambitious hairstyle. But Kim Jong-Un has proved that he has the survival skills needed for the Machiavellian world of North Korean power politics. After 4 years of top-level reshuffles, purges and executions, and proving those who doubt wrong, Kim Jong-un has formally cemented his unassailable status as North Korea's supreme leader.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.